So, what's going on, guys? Well, I finally got it in. It took a little bit, you know, when your shed's not got all the tools where it's supposed to be, it takes a while to get things done. But got the Wildcat 223 in. I got it fitted in all stock. Stock exhaust, stock intake. Got the 1-inch risers. We've got the Juggernaut torque converter setup connected. Yeah, we got the Juggernaut torque converter set up, connected, 60 rear tooth. And let me just tell you, I didn't think I was gonna, and I don't remember correctly if Predator wise, if you can get the whole engine in stock. And somebody in the comments, let me know if I'm wrong or not. But can you fit the whole Coleman? I remember the air box being like a fucking bitch. Excuse my language. Remember the air box being getting in the way. I think the air box in the Predator might be bigger. Somebody let me know if I'm wrong about that too. But because I don't remember being able to put, or people on videos were able to put the stock, put the risers on the engine and then not have to put an intake or an exhaust on it. So let me know if I'm wrong about that, because I've never really done it. But yeah, anyway, so let's talk about the engine. I'm gonna do a little run, and I'm in the comments, I'm gonna do GPS of the speed. I'm kind of doing this by myself, videotaping right now, so. But it hits the rev limiter really quick right now. And that's because I didn't zip tie yet, which I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna zip tie the engine. I got an RPM gauge. I probably need to pull a 60 off and put the stock one back on. But because it hits the speed pretty quick. I mean, it gets there really fast, like you know. And so here on these engines, I think the coil is also rated, has an RPM limiter on it. So if you're doing a swap or you blew your engine, and I've got a crap load of Predator ignition coils, I got a crap load of crap load of Predator ignition coils, but you could also use a Coleman ignition coil too if you got that lying around, because they're not regulated. Where the one on this engine is regulated, I think at 4,000 RPMs. I think I could be wrong. It might be just around 38. I don't know. I got to look into it. I probably should have did my homework for making the video. But it's got a lot of torque. I mean, it's real torquey, this engine. I know the gearing set up the way it is going to be torquey anyway, but if I remember serves it correctly, I mean, you could feel the difference in torque compared to the engine that was on the butt dyno anyway. I mean, you got 223 cc's, so it's going to be a bigger engine. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I think I'm gonna keep the engine stock. I don't know, for some reason I've got 4 bikes. I've got the big Rascal with the 228, and it's fully built. You can't do anything to that engine, nothing. It's, you know. So, and then I've got the little Rascal with it's going to be a 212 on it. I'm building a 212. Governor fully deleted, mod 2 cam, 22-pound valve springs. You know, your basic bolt-ons. That sound SOB is gonna be loud. Right now it's got the 196, but on the bench I got the 212 being built. I don't know. Kind of thinking about just leaving it stock. Stock intake, stock exhaust, and so I like the quietness of it. Maybe I'll just do a little zip tie trick, and maybe adjust the carb, because I know after you do the zip tie trick, you need to adjust the carb a little bit. I might make the carb a little richer. Here's a crazy thing about these engines, and I've got my GoPro, and I've did a bunch of videos, but I just wanted to make a quick clip because I still got to edit it, and it's getting kind of late, so I figured I'd just do something really quick. But man, for you Coleman guys, your exhaust keeps on popping off. You're like, oh, my exhaust keeps on breaking. It always breaks right here. Look at on this engine. It has a bracket and a bracket connected to the exhaust. Not only that, let me see if I get in there. Jesus. It's free flowing. And the port on this engine, which is crazy, most of them are D-shaped. This one isn't D-shaped, and I think I've got a phone video of that I'm going to post up soon. It'll be a real short video, but you'll get to see it, right? It's round. It's not D-shaped. It's round, and it's big. It's bigger than the Predator. I mean, it's a big engine. I mean, it's a big port. As you can see on the engine right here as well. Get it back a little bit. You got all this support. It's just like the Tilton. These engines are pretty much just like the Tilton. And it did have a fancy cover. You know how they have the metal covers under here, you know, under the backside. You look right there. I had to cut it in half so I could fit the torque converter on it because it kind of bumped into the torque converter. But it's got this fancy shield on the bottom too. I kind of lift half of it there just so it could do its thing. But I had to take the other half. It came all the way up to here, pretty much. I like this bracket though. This is, especially for you Coleman guys who want to keep the engine stock. You know, you don't want to put it in on a muffler on your thing, on your bike. Fucking this exhaust, it's pretty much free flowing. It flows. It sounds a little more deeper than your stock Predator or your Coleman engine. It's a little bit deeper, but it's not loud at all. I like it. I'm gonna leave it on. I'm gonna leave this one stock. So I say for now, I'm gonna leave it stock, but I'm just go ahead and do a startup video of it so you can kind of hear it. I know you're not gonna be able to really hear it, but there you go. Let's see, start up in one shot. I turn the bike off. Let's put it on run because it's still warm, so. Hey, do me a favor, just hold the phone, hold it like that, so I can let them hear how it sounds. Just being in a movie, just kind of pan this back and forth, but you ain't gotta move it. I think I drove into German Shepherd crap. Here it is. So I'm gonna do a GPS speed of how fast it's going. It goes the way it is. It kicks in really hard on the governor side because, like I said, it has the built-in governor, I believe, but it also has an ignition governor. The ignition. Yeah, I'm still learning about these engines too, but yeah, it's supposed to have a governor arm in it. So it has like basically two governors on the engine. So this is a great alternative for your, great alternative for your 196 if your engine blows, or a great alternative to the 212. I mean, it's a better alternative than a 212. 230 bucks, and you get 223 cc's. You're getting a better platform to build on. You're pretty much getting a Tilton block. and there's no replacement for displacement. We're gonna go for a ride, and I'm gonna post out the results of the mile per hour in the comments. So post your guess. It's got a 60 rear. It's got the torque converter, whatever the standard gear is on there. I also got a 9-tooth. Yeah, I've got a smaller tooth sprocket. I think it's an 8-tooth sprocket to put in to here. But with this juggernaut, it's already revving freaking high. Probably gonna put the standard clutch back on too. I don't know. Anyway, guess your results. What do you think it's gonna be on this bike? What's gonna be the mile per hour stock?